Hey, it's Casey, and welcome to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. When we last left off, we had just escaped from Haven and Corypheus and made it to Skyhold. So now that we're here, I have some new things to do. I need to find the war room and the blacksmith, and I need to find all the people as well. So let's get going. I mean, this place looks massive. But I've only been in the main hall and obviously outside, seeing it from the outside, so I don't know where anything is yet. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long to get used to where everything is. So there's Josephine. I would kind of like to find the war room first, but I have no idea where that's going to be at. So, oh. Well, that was easy. Yeah. Okay, so I have a new perk. And I'm gonna have to get... Oh, I can't have it! That's upsetting. Okay. I was really wanting to unlock some doors. I think I might want that at some point. That's tempting too. Oh man, I was planning on taking the this one next, so I don't even know what I want now. Let's take Enhanced Study since we have all the knowledge perks. I feel like it makes some sense to take that. Okay, our emissary has been shown a warm welcome to Geralt. He will remain, for now, as an advisor to the Marquis, observing the town. Josephine. Okay, so she was the only one that finished. Okay, Power for a Price, a formal document with impeccable filigree. It is time. The Inquisitor commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of her influence. There remain uninvolved and uncommitted lords and ladies, bands, and arls. Where they could not engage with plight or passion, they can be compelled through mercenary means, but there must be a display. Make it known that the Inquisition has the weight and boons, and the dissipations of the powerful will be open to you. Thereafter, she need not curry influence, she can simply buy it. The esteemed Ferris, the representative. Okay, let's just take Josephine and
let us begin.
Yeah, because I don't really have an opinion on that, so. And everyone else is busy still. I kind of thought that they would say something to me upon entering the war room, but I guess everything that was said was already said in the cutscene when we arrived, so. I was kind of like waiting for that to happen, but.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Dangerously unstable?
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Tedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Warn the Empress.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor.
Okay, I'm gonna level up really quick.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
They'll have to cope.
Our allies shouldn't expect luxuries when they sign on to fight the first Darkspawn.
There is a difference between luxury and a building with no holes in the walls. The Templars came far to fight with us. I need to feel secure here.
And you don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus' attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I wish we'd saved more lives.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Would you care to go for a stroll?
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Anything else?
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
The anchor's magic, not holy.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
I'll cope.
Only when I laugh.
Very good, Inquisitor.
Okay, well, she might have more to say, but I'll come back later. 'Cause I have to see more. I can't. I need to see everything, so. Can't go there. It's very Game of Thrones-esque. Undercroft.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
Okay, we got some more Hardened Hightown. The Undercroft. Difficult to be clear. We can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie the new stone, which means excavation, and I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots in the wall that feel like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you get. So fill it full of tools and toys. But there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that. Sodding fool. So that is structural evaluation for Lady Trevelyan's consideration. Mason Gotsy? So we can tint our armor. That's kind of cool. I'll come back to you in a second.
Pen is mightier, Miles.
Special shipments. Okay, it looks like we got some new stuff. We have our same old stuff. Before. Okay, so now the potion stuff is down here too. And then Skyhold customizations. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, I'm not loving the Inquisition stuff, but I'm probably going to try out all this, to be honest, just because I'm so curious. But since I'm from the Free Marches, I think I want to do the Free Marches. So that's locked. Those are also locked. So the same deal here. I'll also do the Free Marches. Dragon Maw Throne or Inquisition. I think I like the way the Inquisition looks more. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I would rather have... Well, let's try this one. Makes me think of doing the last court. Let's see what Harrod has to say.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, for you and me both.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
Did you bring anything from Haven?
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
Well, that's kind of cool. That's more legit than what I thought he was going in there for. So, how are the new facilities?
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Everything is functional?
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Okay. So let's see what else we can find. This place is way cooler than Haven. Way cooler. I can't even, yeah. Hopefully we get it cleaned up though, because it's really, trash. Maybe it's like I unlock some of the customizations, it'll get better. Because it's looking dirty now. But I do like the Free Marches banners. They look cool. Okay, blocked. Here's Solus.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Hello.
Tell me more of yourself.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
We're back in Haven.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Thank you.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
I wouldn't allow that.
I would never have agreed to that.
You were in no position to argue. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Where to?
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
And this mattered to you.
It was that impressive to see me awake.
You had walked in the Fade. I have explored the Fade more than anyone alive. But even I can only visit in dreams. But you might have been able to visit me here while awake.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Okay, Souls is always doing the weirdest stuff. I guess Souls isn't a romance option. I don't know. He never lets me flirt with him, so, which is unfortunate because I feel like that'd be really interesting with my character's beliefs. But so far, no go. Okay, the windows look pretty cool, actually, but almost a little too religious for my liking. So I'll probably be changing those again. My bed is pretty dusty. What else can we see? Okay, so I've got like a balcony up here. Owls. Man, I really got my banners everywhere.
They have certainly spared no expense.
They shouldn't have, they should. Why is there a Templar banner in here? Trying to see what that overlooks, but I can't tell. Okay, sit in judgment. Judge the prisoner. Who's the prisoner? I don't know if I want to do that right now. I'm still kind of exploring, so... Okay, so we've totally, cleaned up a lot of the junk while I was having my dream time with Solus. Like an outside picnic table. Construction report. Request to fight. Workers finishing the banner placements are requesting more important tasks. Several wish to train with swords so that they can fight more directly, serving the Inquisition. They travel to join a war, not dress up a keep. Can't say I disagree. Foreman Charisse. Our enemy cut a hole in the sky, seen everywhere. We look upon it from below, but it need not humble us. We may fight because we are many. We are many because the Inquisitor inspires. The Inquisitor inspires because her growing legend. Part of this legend is what the masses find on arrival. That is the job of your workers, not vanity but veneration, not impulse but elevation. Their skill as workers is greater threat to the enemy than their number in half-trained soldiers. Lady Montelier. I have to say I agree with that statement. Even if people do want to help in other ways. Okay, death on the wall. One of our finishers, Garen, fell from the scaffold and landed on a paving stone. He had breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died, and the Chantry sisters wrapped him. What should we do? Foreman Charisse. Have them commit his body with those we have lost since Haven. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition. Move his fellow workers to another site, and allow time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their jobs safely. We are in a war, not a race. Rushing does no good if we harm ourselves. We are all the Inquisition. Lady Montelier.
It's looking good. Not good enough, but good.
We've stopped losing at least.
Faster than you thought. Admit it.
I admit it.
I wonder what that was, because I don't see it now.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhold. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Okay, he was the mason that we had the note from in the Undercroft. Okay, what's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzammar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
What are these tiles?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
Tevinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Okay, so these are from the mosaics. Okay, that's cool.
Stone map, Inquisitor.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Now I can go through here. Okay, so it looks like I have like some kind of like courtyard quad looking thing. Oh, here's Flissa.
It's you. Your worship. I'm serving now. In a different way.
Okay.
Fertile ground even here. This hold has everything.
Well, that's cool. Okay. Third fall in as many days. We need more sandbags. It's almost impossible to drive an anchor between these blocks. This place was built to last, but that makes it a fight to build it up. Baronel Roofer. Approved. The Inquisition needs its people on good legs. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Okay, this is cool. I can tell you right now, oh, I don't have any. I was going to say Blood Lotus. Okay.
Inquisitor, Elan Vimar. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. My colleague Adan was clear about the worth of your cause. I look forward to assisting him.
He thought highly of me.
He didn't seem all that friendly toward me.
A sign of his respect. Smiles are saved for fools, so they leave quickly. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
Okay. Letter to an Inquisition agent. My darling Wilbur, I am so proud of you. We hear so much about the Inquisition in the village. It makes me happy to know that you are doing your part. I am sorry about what happened to Haven. I will light a candle in the chantry for the fallen. Please take care of yourself. I know what you're like when things get busy and the fate of the world hangs in the balance. You must take care of yourself before you can help save the world, you know. Don't forget to eat. You're still in the mountains. It must be cold and wet. Why couldn't it be a fort in the hinterlands? Then you'd be closer to home. Well, dress warmly. Shall I send you a blanket? Anyway, you should write more often. I don't understand why you can't tell me what you're doing. You shouldn't keep secrets from your mother. Love always, Mother. P.S. What do you mean I have to address the letters to Rector? Is that what they call you there? Why? Your name is Wilbur. Quigley. It's a good name. Wilbur was your uncle's name. He fought in the Battle of Riverdane. We're also proud of him. Are you ashamed of your given name? Why are you ashamed, Wilbur? Oh my gosh, this mom. I hope Wilbur is someone that is someone we can talk to, because that is awesome. Okay, I want to make sure I see everything out here first. The little gazebo thing. Can't go in there. Okay, so here's the other free marcher things. So yeah, I like the way those look. I think they look good. And they represent where I'm from, so I can't go in there. Oh, this place is massive. I feel like it's probably going to take me a few times to finally see everything. It looks like that's a barrack.
How is a place like this ever lost?
Yeah, so I don't want to go talk. This is so awesome. Okay, so I want to go make sure I finish seeing everything in the courtyard, or quad. I don't know what I should call it. Garden first. We have our Inquisition flags up still. Bride of the Maker. Maker, though I am but one, I have called in your name, and those who come to serve will know your glory. I remembered for them. They will see what can be gained, and though we are few against the wind, we are yours. Canticle of Trials 5:1. Yeah, it's going to be so hard to make sure I see everything. Liliana's done.
It's still rough out there.
We'll get them back. We're backing the winner.
You always say we're backing the winner.
Who do you think makes it happen? We'll get them back.
What? This was like a brick wall last time. Okay, I'm heading down there too, but I want to run into the worm first. There's so many things to see, I cannot decide what to see first. I think I could spend like hours just trying to see everything in this new place, in Skyhold. Thanks to Sister Liliana's information, we were able to enter Redcliffe with none the wiser. While most of the main force had long since departed, a small group of Tevinter mages was still present. They were in the middle of some sort of ritual when we arrived. We interrupted it and captured one of the mages alive. The rest fought to the death. Hopefully Sister Liliana can get useful information from the survivor about what happened at Redcliffe Castle. Lieutenant Cremisius Aclassi. I don't know what to do. There are so many things now. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Acquire the Arcanist. That sounds cool. Skyhold has incredible potential for runecrafting and mastercraft smithing. If only we had a gifted mind to gain full benefit.
Nothing yet.
The War and the Venatori have claimed many experts, but we have located an Arcanist with great skill and reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Andrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tantervale, but this Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. To bar passage, they must not know she's there. They will not. Okay, so that seems legitimate enough, so... The Arcanist has been secured, despite great cost and concern of more than a few traditional-minded mages. She awaits a meeting with the Inquisitor in the Undercroft. Okay, that sounds cool. Let's see if there's anything else that looks like that. Okay. Let's just try this out. I'm interested to see what happens. So.
Inquisitor.
Okay, so I just got into the garden. God, this place is awesome. Here's Sarah.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
You knew this would be strange.
Maybe nobody saw this coming, but you knew how I got the job.
I know what people said, but people believe all sorts of shite when they're scared. Swear at a farmer and you've cursed his crops. Spill the salt and you're dead by dawn. Dance through town in a goat's head and children, people never had, go missing.
Calm down and explain.
I can't help you if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Carriffy thing. A Magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, Seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too much, isn't it? How pretty are you that I actually think this shite is possible?
Do you believe or not?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Coryphalis believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Well, thanks for the pretty part.
I like to hear this. The pretty part, not the overwhelmed by everything part.
Oh sure, don't mind the bung ripped through the heavens, love. Primp and toss and all is well. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order, for now.
I hope there's more you want.
I'm hoping you'll stick around. Never know what might interest you.
Oh, listen to you. We'll see how things go, Lady Herald.
I have no idea who I'm going to go for yet. I was hoping Solus, but apparently that's not happening. So, wow, this goes down far.
With allies come enemies, and now we have a place to hold them.
Okay, so it looks like we have prison.
Your worship, the cells are ready for the enemies of the Inquisition. Good facilities in Skyhold. Whoever built this knew how to keep prisoners safe but secure.
Okay. Anything else?
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
It's kind of weird that we don't have any Okay. Harder job. There's structural fractures throughout. Major block shifted. It settled over an age or more. So I had the workers shore it up and call it stable. I don't recommend rebuilding. If we change the weight distribution, it might stress cracks we can't see. I've seen failures like this before in dams with the pressure of a flood behind them. What caused that in a prison this size? I don't want to know. Okay. So obviously some crazy stuff went down here. It's kind of weird we don't have a prisoner, even though it says judge the prisoner. I don't even know which direction to go. News from Thetis. Haven destroyed by Darkest Menace. Dire news from the Frostbacks. The Pilgrim Sanctuary of Haven, home to the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet hope, as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and her Inquisition leadership survived and have found refuge elsewhere. Crier Belinas. Belinas? I don't know.
The order was
Look for
sent.
coal.
Yes, Commander.
I just can't get over how massive this place is. And it's really, really beautiful too. I'm interested how we found this place. I mean, obviously Solus, but how did he know where this place was? Because it's really impressive. This is like a guard room or something.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is. I mean, thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
What? I don't understand what his problem is. Surgeon?
Inquisitor? Is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
Are there many wounded?
Do we have many injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
Are you new here?
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah, don't we have mages?
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future. Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
I guess that's a fair
As
point.
you were.
Your worship.
I wonder if this is like the start of the subtle shift away from magic, since we don't have healers in our party anymore. Let's call in. I'll match best I can, but there are two substructures here. Skyhold was built in stages or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can we be sure it won't fall again? Jane, Foundation Repair. 2 words. Inquisitor. Invest and commit. We are strong. We are as strong as the will of the weakest of us. Cassandra Pentagast. I mean, I can't stop. There's like up and down, up and down. There's so much to see. Okay, I need to go back down and finish down here at least. I'm definitely going to be missing things. Okay, so here's our merchants.
Glad I'm working with you.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesmen, I stand ready to supply your every need.
The tradesmen?
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
Where is Segret?
Segret survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours. But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
Okay, so that's why Segret was complaining about getting the boot. Okay, so you're the master of your group.
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
What can you do for me?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
Okay, so I will come back and look at her stuff after a while. So we have another merchant here as well, but I can't talk to him. So as soon as I'm done exploring and seeing everything, then I'll want to come back. It's kind of an awesome statue.
Our mounts have never had better.
All's well?
How are the horses?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Surprisingly well. Not many could feed these people, let alone their mounts. Makes me wonder what you're capable of.
Okay. How's the family?
Are your wife and daughter doing well?
Elena's minding the farms. Sienna's still running her full races. Wouldn't be fair to drag them up here. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Any news?
Heard anything worth noting?
Too busy to hear things. And that's how I like it.
Okay.
Farewell.
Don't worry, I won't ask you for news ever again. Okay, so it looks like we have more horses now, so let's try another one. I'll eventually try all of them, so. Oh, I already had that.
That'll do fine.
Okay, let's try the Dalish Allbreed. What about this unknown one is in the middle? Okay, hardy and sure-footed mount. Fiercely loyal, fully trained. Examples are highly prized, despite this breed's humble origins.
That'll do fine.
Well, that's pretty. Okay, so there's more stuff upstairs. I'm trying to see everything in one area. So let's look for Cole. See what's down here.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a
What's
pet.
he doing?
It has no business
Mud
being
pies?
here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
How complex?
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
No, he helped
In fact,
me.
his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But Cole looks like a young man. Could it be possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Explain more of possession.
What do you mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
What of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man.
Okay, so that thing
It
that I
is
thought was a sock shoe thing, I think it has teeth. Is that a jawbone? Or, I wish I could see the front. I'm so confused. Okay, I'll talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself.
Sorry, I just
Where
got
is
so
he
distracted
now?
by Solus.
He was right.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
That's disconcerting.
Glad to see you're settling in, Cole. Here I was worried you'd have trouble making friends.
Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
So you're a friendly spirit?
You're using your powers as a spirit to
Casper?
help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Well, he helped me, and so yeah, stay and help us.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Oh, I can't tell him to kill this guy. So give him a chance.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Okay, so it looks like Cole's staying. You know, I was already under the impression that he was, so... Cleared out all of our injured people. Surgeon's now hanging out alone. Let's see what Colin has to say.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Do you ever stop working?
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose at Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
I'm not used to the title.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. I wasn't looking for another title. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
I'm glad we both made it.
Thank you, Cullen. Our escape from Haven, it was close. I'm relieved that so many made it out.
As am I. You stayed behind. You could have... I will not allow the events at Haven to happen again. You have my word.
Okay, I don't know how long I've been looking around, but I think I'm going to go ahead and end here for today, and thanks for watching.